He doesn't just tell us what to bet, he tells us why we are going to bet it. Big NBA slate tonight. It's Mr. Dream. Hi, Dream.
Hello. Top of the evening. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Excited for this big NBA slate tonight. Even though there are a ton of injuries, a lot of questionables, a lot of double-digit or 9.5 point spreads. How the hell? Like, where do we begin?
So much mess to pick out. The best bet, in my opinion, on a night like this, to just take it easy, keep it light, maybe try and catch something. Try to keep, just try to catch something live. But we'll see.
I'll be honest. I have been putting off betting this sport and analyzing it. Of course, there are certain days of the week that there's nothing going on, so I focus on it. And I loved betting the NBA, past tense. It's exhausting. I was looking just an hour ago before doing my hair and makeup. I'm going to try to get a few bets in on the NBA because I feel bad coming on the show with nothing. I obviously have a ton of NFL stuff, but that's not for a few days. I would love to give people something for today. I'm going through it. I'm like, questionable. And it's 3:30. It's ridiculous.
It's awful. You won't even get final injury news until about 6:30. So, yeah.
So we tread lightly, but was there a game that you saw on the board that you said, okay, at least I can handicap this one?
Yeah. I handicap most of the games. And I have looks just in case guys are ruled out, but I came across a few looks that I absolutely love. The first one being Michael Porter Jr. over his PRA. Get it at over 34.5. I played that for 0.75 units. I rarely have a unit bet in the NBA unless I just absolutely love it, but I'm not a guy that has like 2%, 3% plays. Generally, I just keep everything to a unit. So a 0.75 unit play is a pretty strong play for me for what it's worth. But yeah, he's over this 9 of his last 11. He's already played this team earlier this season and completely lit him up. He had 40, I think he had 42 PRA when he played them earlier this season. And aside from Michael Porter Jr. having crazy usage and just playing well in general, I mean, just points in general, he's got 27 plus his last 4. He's got 9 plus rebounds his last 3. So I just think there's value on all of his lines. Like, I think his points line is probably priced right at about 25, 26. That's priced right. But his rebounds, he's getting 8, 9, 10 rebounds every night. His assists, he's getting 4 or 5. He had 7 last time he played this team nightly. People that watch my stream know we were on CJ McCollum's points plus assists yesterday. Orlando. They tend to give up points plus assists, generally to point guards, but just, lead ball handlers. So I don't think it was a coincidence that Michael Porter Jr. had a bunch of assists. I'm not expecting 7, but I do think he gets 4 to 5. So, recent opponents would be Pascal Siakam. He just played this team, or I would say recent opponents that are kind of like Michael Porter Jr., power forwards. Siakam just had 34, 7, and 5 in one game, and then a week before that had 26, 4, and 0. So I just think it's a really good spot for Michael Porter Jr. catching a team that's hungry tonight. They just lost last night to Washington, so I'm expecting Orlando to come in focused, and I think we get a good game. I don't think the Nets get blown out. They've been playing defense. They're top 5 defense the last month. I actually think they're the best defense in the month of December. So I think they keep the game close enough for Michael Porter Jr. to have a good game. So took him over his 34.5 PRA. And that's with his PRA. I mean, he could get 25 and 10 without any assists. Like, if you watch Michael Porter Jr., he can get 25 points and 10 rebounds. So
yeah, Orlando's laying a short number too, but like you mentioned, just played last night, have to go into Brooklyn. Total decently low, 220.5. And just talking about back-to-backs real quick before we get to your next prop. Back-to-backs are a lot of the times a place where I either like to bet overs against whoever's on the back-to-back or I stay away. How do you approach back-to-backs?
A lot of times it's a case-by-case basis, but I don't run to the window to bet back-to-backs. I definitely don't. There's some spots tonight that I was looking into, and I'm like, oh, they played last night. And it was It was the
Yeah,
same as,
Lakers Spurs both on the second leg tonight.
yeah, and it's guys like, inevitably, whatever. Hopefully, I'm saying the word right, but they'll be getting ruled out. I hope LeBron plays. I love his rebounds and assists tonight if he plays, but he probably won't. So generally, I like to leave him alone. And even the day before, I try to be like, okay, does this team have a game tomorrow? If they have a game tomorrow, maybe if it's a blowout, they sit their guys a little early. Maybe they don't fight as hard because there's a game tomorrow. So back to backs was something you definitely need to take into account when you capping these games for sure.
You've got another play that you like tonight as well. Jalen Brunson, New York Knicks hosting the LA Clippers at the Garden tonight. You like him over points. How come?
Yes, a wise man, the great Flo Stradamus, and shout out to my guy Flo, Stephen Floral. But yeah, diehard Knicks fan, and he once told me, man, when the Knicks are down and when things don't go right, yeah, you're back Jalen Brunson. So there's that. There's also the fact that the Clippers are bottom 5 in defending pull-up jump shooters. At least bottom 10. I'm pretty sure they're bottom 5 in defending pull-up jump shooters. You guys just saw Jaylen Brown give this team 50. And it's like, my goodness, he was just getting to his spot wherever he wanted to get to, just knocking them down. Well, that's Jalen Brunson. He's a pull-up shooter. He pull up threes, pull up mid-range, 3-level scorer. So in another game that I expect to be a great game, neither one of these teams played yesterday. A big game. Knicks have lost 4 straight. They've got Tibbs on the timeline. I'm not sure if that was confirmed Tibbs or not, but if it was, got Tibbs on the timeline retweeting, talking about how the starting lineup doesn't play any defense and maybe Tibbs shouldn't have left. And you got a Clippers team that's coming in here playing their best ball of the season easily, coming off a win versus Golden State as a dog. Ever since they got Chris Paul out of there, they've been balling. Harden's going to play tonight. So I think that we have a close game. I think we have a good game, and I'll take Brunson.
Is Harden actually playing tonight?
He's been upgraded. He's been upgraded to probable. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I saw that right before I came on.
I think you're right. I think I saw that too right before I came on. Harden in the Garden, 3-point prop was a little too high for me because it was 2.5 but minus 150, and I don't like laying minus 150, especially on a 3-point prop. He does shoot pretty well though at MSG.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny you read my mind. I was just about to say, yeah, I like Harden's threes tonight. I'm definitely not laying the 150. Maybe a parlay piece. Maybe you find some other guys that you like.
Because Kawhi only gets about 2 at the Garden.
Huh?
Kawhi, I looked up. He only gets about 2 threes a game at the Garden, but Harden does really well.
Yeah, Harden does well, and Kawhi's been shooting it well. But if I had to bet anybody, plus Harden
on the road, not as much though.
But see, this is the thing with Harden. First of all, I don't know what he does historically in New York City, but he's kind of like that guy that likes to play, kind of big time games, big regular season games. He was shooting the ball really bad. He was like 1 of 6, 3 straight games from 3. Then he had a night off. He's a veteran player. That night off might have done wonders for his legs. I think he comes out looking to shoot threes tonight. So I really like that Harden look. It's just tough for me to get there again.
Would you go over 3.5 plus money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that was one of my strongest looks for the night, I would not let the 1-3 keep me off of it. No, I wouldn't. Because we know Harden, he can hit 3.25. It's nothing for him to hit back-to-back threes in a possession. Nobody would be shocked if he hits 2 threes in any one of these quarters. So no, I don't think. And the same thing with a Julian Champagne or Champagne, whatever tonight. His threes are plus money, plus 126. Could be a good opportunity for him tonight as well. He's been shooting the hell out of the ball, and he's getting double-digit attempts every night. So if you expect maybe Wemby to be out, maybe the Spurs to be sitting some guys, could be even more shots for him. Who knows?
Talking about threes, the Toronto Raptors in Charlotte tonight. Question from King KT, Khan and LaMelo threes. Kanka Nipple scares me more at home. His numbers aren't as strong as on the road. LaMelo, I could see having a big game tonight against Toronto.
Yeah. Only thing I always keeps, if I'm going to play anything, it's always going to be Melo's threes. Always. But Melo scares me. I mean, he hasn't played over 30 minutes in 3 weeks. Tough. He's playing 26 minutes a game. It's really tough. He's gonna get his shots up, but if I had to choose, not that he's asking, shout out to King KT. Um, but if I had to choose, I would take Khan just because Khan's a more efficient player, and he's at least gonna get 30 minutes for the most part. LaMelo seems to be capped at 26 minutes.
We have another question from the chat. Who's dropping a 50 piece tonight?
Nobody. Stop betting that. Don't bet that terrible shit. I think there's only been, excuse my language, I think there's only been 8 50-point games this season. So if you go and bet that, first of all, good luck. It's a donation. I saw a post where somebody was like, yo, somebody at FanDuel was like, yo, how can we just make $1 million effortlessly tonight? I got a promo for you, bro. Ain't nobody dropping 50. And if they do, it's going to be somebody random. And if it's not somebody random, on a night like tonight, I could give you 10 guys. You know what I'm saying? I can give you Book is in a great spot. Brunson, he could get it. JB, Cade. Like, bro, don't bet that. Luka's playing tonight? There you go. I mean, where does it end? Don't bet that crap, bro. Because you bet it, it's either going to be ridiculous luck and it's going to be like playing the lotto. You might as well go play the lotto. Look, Maxi, all kind of stuff. Man, don't play that. And then if you do get it right one of these nights, everybody going to bet the guy. So nobody's going to get it tonight, probably. Like, if somebody bets 50, I don't think nobody's going to guess the person. But if they do, like on a night where it's 3 games, everybody's, if it's Luka, it's like the king of the court. Trey Murphy Jr. won it last night, but normally who wins it? Luka, Maxi. It's like $18. It's not worth the investment. Don't bet it.
I love that. I always tell people, stop betting these sucker bets. They are going to kill you in the long run. Even if, all my friends, they love betting parlays. They hit one, they say, oh my gosh, I bet 10 to win 400. I'm like, how many times did you bet 10 and not win? A lot more than probably $400. But in the short term, feels rewarding. We got a prop here. Anthony Black over 4.5 assists. What do you think?
Orlando's a team I tend to stay away from. He didn't play well yesterday, so I couldn't talk you off of that. I don't really have a read on that. If I'm going assist, I generally go Paolo if I'm looking toward assist, but it's like Bane could get assist, Black could get assist. But I could see it. I couldn't talk you off of that.
Denver's in Boston, and unfortunately, we still don't have a Nikola Jokic. So how do we approach that game with Jokic still out and Boston still playing well?
Oh man, well, it's tough to say, because Denver, I'm pretty sure they've covered every game, if not won every game without Nikola Jokic. No, I think
we always talk about the over over adjustments.
Yeah. And oftentimes you can get a lot of value. I think this team comes in tonight and plays well. I think Jamal Murray has a lot to prove. He's never made an all-star game, an all-star team. And I think he's like, yo, it's my time to shine. I got it for a month, man. I'm putting up 20-plus shots, getting 8 or 9 assists, 5 or 6 rebounds. I might get a player of the month. And then, you got Braun coming back. You got Aaron Gordon coming back. Peyton Watson has got 20 points, 3 or 4 straight games. So I say all that to say this. If Boston isn't going to shoot you out the building, anybody can keep it close. And I would lean toward Denver with the points tonight. I would personally.
It's funny. I saw a hilarious tweet the other day. It said the New York Knicks with like the biggest anticipation for their season, their record. Celtics, least anticipation for a season, their record, and they're pretty much about the same. It's like, how?
That's crazy. Yeah, the Knicks lost 4 straight. The Celtics are playing really well, and before you know it, hey.
Yeah, they're 1 loss apart. They're 23-12, the Celtics, the Knicks 23-13 in the East. Pistons leading the way. You believe in Detroit to keep it up?
I do. Now we'll see about the playoffs.
Is so good.
Yeah, we'll see about the playoffs, but they're a great regular season team just because they're so deep. Yeah. Even when Cade goes out, Dennis Jenkins generally comes in. He's been playing well all season. Even if Cade sits tonight and you're lucky enough to get his props, I definitely take his points and assists over, definitely his assists. But, they got so many defenders, so many guys that are just selfless. They don't that's a perfect regular season team. Now, I don't know about the playoffs because those guys are gonna have to hit shots. Amin Thompson, Ron Holland, Javante Green, Ivy. Those guys are gonna have to hit shots. But for now, in the regular season, when they can just come in and grind out your second unit, yeah, good luck.
Mr. Dreamy One is where you could find him, and you've got your blunt bets, correct? A live stream. When does that stream?
Yeah, today we're gonna take a little time because again, I don't want to give out too many. I want to make sure I give out as many looks as I can. So I'll probably stream in about an hour from now, about 6:40, and then we'll run into the games. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one, um, and sub to my channel, Blunt Money Bets on YouTube. All right, thanks for having me, Ariel.